嗨，我是Wilhelm，欢迎来到电影看游戏。让没时间玩游戏或想回味剧情却又懒得重玩的朋友们，用电影的角度看游戏剧情，还在为你中午吃饭时想不到要配什么影片而烦恼吗？那电影看游戏可以让你参考一下。
Can you tell me anything about this artifact? Gotta admit, kinda weirds me out.
I've done some preliminary studies. Your artifact is a few thousand years old, but that makes it pretty young in xenoarchaeological terms. Most alien artifacts are millions of years old. By comparison, this one was made recently.
It ain't like anything Protoss I've ever seen. But if they didn't make it, who did? I've been hearing strange stories from the crew of late. Unexplained noises, strange visions, voices in the dark. Rumor has it these things are haunted.
Superstitious nonsense. These artifacts are completely inert and they're contained down here in the lab. There is some trace radiation, but I don't see how they could affect things elsewhere on the ship.
Heaven forbid we run across alien tech that messes with our primitive little monkey brains. Just keep a close eye on them, Doc. Holding these artifacts is making me nervous. Can you tell me any more about them?
It's interesting. The one from Zill is different than the others. However, I think all of them once constituted a single device.
You mean they make something bigger?
It would seem so. It's just a theory, but there's an attraction between the artifacts we've collected, a kind of harmonic resonance. Given the points of contiguous translinear alignment, I think they'd be drawn together like magnets under the right field adjustment.
Okay. Well, don't adjust anything just yet, Doc. I like them aligned just the way they are. So these things are still a big mystery, huh?
Actually, I have found something interesting. Whenever you use that Protoss device over there, the artifacts respond by drawing together and expanding their molecular matrices.
A little slower and with shorter words, please.
Well, if you think of them as dry sponges, they draw ambient energy like water. These things try to absorb as much energy as they can.
Are they dangerous?
Not if you're human. If my theories are correct, and you were a Protoss, for instance, they could drain the life right out of you.
Valerian reckons this thing can de-zergify Kerrigan once it's rebuilt. Do you think that's even possible?
From what I've managed to piece together, it might be. The artifact seems to absorb Protoss energy. If the same holds true for Zerg...
Just yes or no, Ariel. I need an answer.
If I said no, would you even believe me? The only person who can really know what the artifact does is the one who made it. And they're long gone. I hope.
Hope that thing was worth all the effort.
It really is fascinating, Commander. Preliminary analysis suggests that its energy signature radiates at 10 times the magnitude of any previously recorded alien antiquities.
Yeah, well, don't start picking at it, Stetmann. With our luck, you'd probably just open up a black hole and swallow the ship.
Goodness, I hadn't factored the odds of that potentiality. Oh, Commander. I've been giving these artifacts some thought. Oh, don't worry. I know what you're gonna say. I haven't been running diagnostics on them or anything. Well, at least not directly, at any rate.
Just spit it out, son.
Well, sir, when the second piece was added, the ambient containment field spiked drastically. I know. If we add any more pieces, we'll need to draw even more power from the ship's fusion core to maintain the field.
So holding these things is dangerous and expensive. Well, the sooner we get them off my ship, the better. I'm pleased to see these things haven't blown up the ship. Yet.
Sir, given the visual similarity between the various pieces, have you considered that they might combine to create a larger, more distinct object?
With everything else going on, Stetmann, I couldn't care less what they do. Just that we get paid when we finally hand them over to the Mobius boys. So these artifacts are the key to freeing Kerrigan. Pretty amazing coincidence Tychus just showing up out of the blue, offering us the job to collect these damn things.
Statistically, sir, the probability of coincidence is minuscule. However, these artifacts do represent a power beyond our current scientific understanding. If anything could give the Queen of Blades pause, perhaps these are it?
All this ancient alien hocus-pocus is a little out of my pay scale. I just pray that when the time comes, these things bring her back to me.
We spent a lot of time hunting down all them pieces. Now it's all together. This thing gives me the willies something awful.
I know what you mean. When I look at it, it's like I can hear voices in my head. Sooner we're done with this thing, the better.
Agreed. Right now, this artifact is the most important weapon in the universe, and we're going to use it.
I just wish the damn thing came with an instruction manual. For all we know, we could be upsetting the entire space-time continuum.
Easy, Tychus. This ain't science fiction.
如果喜欢的话，可以按赞、分享、订阅，别忘了开启小铃铛，就不会错过我的更新哦。频道已开启超级感谢跟频道会员，有能力的话可以来支持我的持续创作。剪接游玩需要你们大家的支持，有留言我都会看和亲自回哦。
Face the harbinger of the Dark God's wrath.